Hi, Ann.
All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is September 9th. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? And part of we've already had one monthly subscription go out. Our next one is tomorrow. Look at your numbers, see where you are. How do you compare from last month? What are you doing today to increase your business? Being really intentional. And that's really what we're going to talk about in a minute with Sandy McClure, who is an executive consultant with LifeVantage. But before we do that, I want to celebrate some wins. And I know that Dr. Karen Lawley is super excited about a lot of things. So if anyone else has wins, please raise your hand. We'll take just a few moments for that. See, everybody's coming on. Good morning, team. Love, love, love seeing all of you beautiful faces. All right. So Dr. Karen Lawley, I'm telling you, I've been doing this business with her for 10 years.
Over yours, yes.
And we had a big meeting last week at her office here. You know, she's in the Hamptons sometimes, and then she's here in Phoenix. And she has a win. So she reached out to me today. I'd love to celebrate a win, of course. So please celebrate your win, my dear.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, how can I just a few quick points. One, goal setting. I really didn't have goals before. Now I do. I want to go to Alaska. That motivated me to. I haven't even stepped outside of my comfort zone, but I've just been engaging and in a way that's fun for me. I got Mia's support, Marisa's support. We had a good event in July, which spurred on other action. Action leads to action. And so small goals that you think you can go for or exceed was 1 point. Two, home meetings, doing something in person. The meeting at my office wasn't very big. There was 4 people that are in LifeVantage and 4 who weren't or were just a customer, and each one of us had our little focus on who we wanted to work with, and it was very productive even though it wasn't a big meeting. So I love that. And
That's why I called it a big meeting because you got a consultant from it.
right, yes. And and being around other people
And
like my,
Sean Johnson was there too.
yeah, and hearing stories, that's what made my new consultant sign up. I'm sure Adrian was there,
Yes.
Sean was there. Each one told a little bit about their experience, and then Marisa shining like gold. You know, who wouldn't want to join? So it was just a lot of fun and productive. That's what I like about the business. Thank you. And my new nickname, my new nickname, Mrs. Alaska.
She has 100 points towards the trip.
I
Can you
really
believe that? That's congratulations, Karen. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. All
thank.
right. Let's keep going. She came over for dinner last night too. She and my hubby helped cook dinner, which was, this is where friends become business partners become family. It's just been, and I don't think I'm saying that in the right order, but it doesn't matter because it's all just beautiful. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? I think Dawn had a hand up. Yes, Dawn.
Yes, hi, everybody. This is a few weeks old now because I've just had orchestra rehearsals the last few months. And I
You're
haven't
going
been
in
able
and
to
out.
share. But this was my long.
You're going in and out with the sound.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Go to,
All right. So anyway, we're gonna,
is this
yes,
better? Is it better on my phone? I'm on my phone now. Is this better or not better?
yes, now you're better. Yeah, yep. Cheers.
Okay, good. Sorry to delay you all. So you hear me fine now, I assume. So this is from a few weeks ago. My longtime college roommate from music school. I had shared this with him quite some time ago. And we had Zoomed about a year ago, and I just mentioned it briefly, but we talked about other things. And then he reached out to me in September saying, "Hey, I'd love to get caught up." And I thought that was cool. So we started chatting and we talked about other things. But then when it came to talking about his wife's health, he said, "My wife's health is a whole other subject." And he started to going into a little bit of it. And you know that feeling when you just want to say, "Look, this could help," and you
Yep.
hesitate because you don't want to, they're just telling you that you don't want to like look like you got jumping on someone with a sales opportunity or something. So I was like, his name's James. I was like, James, look, I hesitate to say, but I have to say this could help her. He
Mm.
said, Don, I hesitate to say, but that's why I got you on this Zoom, but I didn't want you to think I was just getting on the Zoom because of that.
That's
And
so
I was like,
good.
are you kidding me, James? We would love it if people just wanted to Zoom with us because of this. So he was actually reaching out to me because he was thinking maybe this could help his wife. So she's on the Healthy Glow Stack and starting their second month now. He's on Protandem, NRF2. He didn't feel like he could quite do it for both of them. So I just thought it was cool that he actually reached out to me and was hesitating to let me know that that was why. And I loved it. Are you kidding? So
Oh,
just
Don,
wanted
that's
to
a
share
great
that.
win.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great win. And just keep them in the loop and all of that. And,
Yeah.
hey, maybe you want to do what I'm doing and earn some income and pay for your product. Like, don't be afraid to
Mhm.
ask for the ask eventually.
Yeah.
I know that just getting him to call you is huge. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Okay, we're going to turn it over to, is everybody complete on that? I want to turn it over to Sandy McClure. I want to hear from her golden nuggets. I want to share a little bit about this beautiful woman. And she is in Creede, Colorado, where she lives with her hubby of 7 years, Randy. And she is a granny. I can't even believe she's a granny. She looks like she's 15 and she's activated, but she's a mom of 3 grown daughters and has 4 beautiful grandchildren. I think that's her favorite part right now is being a granny, and you can just see her beautiful view she just had. Living the life. I'm telling you, she's an executive consultant too, and she joined LifeVantage in 2019, you guys. So network marketing is definitely something that she is very familiar with. She was an Advocare. She was one of the top 125 consultants out of 650,000. Can you imagine if LifeVantage had 650,000 consultants, which is what we need? We have about 65,000. So, when you say we are a baby company and we have an opportunity of a lifetime, you guys, here we go. And with this GLP-1 natural activator, I'm just going to say I'm doing a meeting with Dr. Sveta Silverman tomorrow night. It's on Zoom, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's been out on Team Inspired Change. So there's only 100 slots available. My team get on early because I did share it with the Pose team. And you want to get on it early, okay? Because it's going to fill up. But it's really about, we're now in pre-launch, right? And so it's what we're doing today that is going to really, as Sean Poe pulls the rubber band back, it's pulling back right now, and it's getting everything in alignment so that when launch happens, boom, what are you doing today so that that day on October 11th, when we get that product, you've got people already in your funnel saying yes, and you're going to add them, you're going to add them, you're going to add them. And so Sandy's going to talk a little bit about what she's doing. She has worked in the weight loss industry as well. And I just absolutely adore her. And she just gives so much in LifeVantage. She just came back from the Rise Era Summit, had an amazing time, and is on the new product. So Sandy, just take it away. Thank you so much for being on. We're just so excited to hear from you.
Well, thank you for that. I'm not really sure where to start. But what you said about not waiting is so important. And so I started working on this before I ever came to LifeVantage, just so you know. I work on myself all the time and how I develop that level of trust and integrity. So that's been something I've done all my life. And so if you have that, you're in a great place. There's some people that don't have that already. So doing so, you need to be invested in people. And that's just how I am. I'm not one of those people who will leave LifeVantage to look for a better opportunity to make income, because this is where my passion is. I'm passionate about the products, and I'm not going to leave somewhere else for money. I'm here because of the people and the lifestyle changes, and I'm not going to give back the money. I would never do that. But I want to tell you that I'm successful in what I do in both Advocare and here because I invested in people. So if you truly can, if you have a servant heart, you're going to do very well here. You probably already know that by now. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but I just want to get you a little bit familiar with me. Ever since I started LifeVantage, which has been now 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. I still carried over from Advocare what I did. Now I was a teacher and coach for 26 years. So this is natural to me to just want people to see the best in themselves. So I developed a challenge group where I just did mini challenges. I started that in 2022, I believe. And because I did the 75 hard challenge, I had gone through the loss of my mom and I had put on a lot of weight. I weighed 50 pounds more than I weigh now. But I didn't care because I was focused on my mom. You know how that goes. And so long story short, I just one day was walking down to do chores and I said, I'm going to do 75 hard today because I heard a lot of people talking about doing it, but I didn't see them doing it. Now, it wasn't for the weight loss. At that point, I had already lost 20 of those pounds. But what happened in my mind transformed me so much that I started doing these mini 30-day challenges, 21-day challenges and stuff back in 2022. And you can best believe that that's helped me today. So I started a 21-day challenge August 8th. It was August 8th because it was yesterday that I put up my pictures, okay? And it was a 21-day mental challenge. I didn't make it about weight loss or anything, just developing some habits. And then, you know, once I knew that we had GLP-1 coming, I started really starting to focus on what I could do to help people feel like I was truly invested in them. And so that's what I did. Even when I was at the summit, I had my chart. I actually threw it away last night, but checking off everybody's name who did the checklist. We had 70 people in that group. And so they were all fired up about what they were doing or what they were going through. And I was doing it with them again. I'm never going to ask you to do something I'm not willing to do myself. And don't let me forget to talk to you about that Alaska trip, Marisa. Okay. I'm not one of those people who tells people what to, I'm not a leader who tells people what to do without doing it myself. I would never be that way. And so again, seeing what was happening, I have been sprinkling this. Now, if I wasn't on the product, here's the thing. I earned that trip to the Rise Retreat. Here's what people say. Oh, they're lucky. They get to be on product. That doesn't have luck at all, guys. That was a hard-earned trip. It was one of the hardest things that I had to do because of all the tracks that you had to earn. But anyway, so everything is earned. We never win. We don't win an Alaska trip. We don't win anything. We earn it. So keep that in mind. It's your hard work that pays off. But being there, yes, I've been on the products for 2 weeks now. Just a little over 2 weeks. I just posted, or I just sent out my pictures. I sent Marisa, I think I sent you my pictures from a month. But just on this product alone, guys, I did my weigh in today. I'm not a big person about the scale, but I've lost 9.8 pounds in 9 inches just from where I measured. So, and I will tell you that the only thing that I've changed is I haven't exercised as much because I've been so busy building and helping my team. And so when I get to be more exercise, but I really didn't feel like I had that much weight to lose. What I love about Club 55 and what Marisa's going to be showing you, you're going to be having a lot of testimonies. You need to use those because you don't have those. You don't have the experience right now. So when those are put out, you need to get those out there where they're going to see. That's creating that rubber band coming back. That is all of those testimonies to where you can say, here's 55 different people. I hope a lot more people share, but here's somebody who might relate to you. There's some thin people in there. There's some heavier people in there. There's tall, short, all people of all walks of life sharing those. So you need to make sure that you're talking about that and not being afraid of what people think, because if you can switch it from it being about you, and I'm worried about what people think, to how many people can I help by sharing this? That's what you need to really be focused on. And okay, so here's when I started my 21-day challenge. That was August 8th. And now you can see the difference.
I definitely see more muscle tone in, oopsie, sorry. Hold on. I was just trying to get to the next picture. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
I carry a lot of my weight in my butt and my legs. I'm just going to say it, and a little bit.
Yeah, look at that in your hips.
Yeah. And then my shorts, it looks like my stomach's sticking out, but there's a little tie there. So, but anyway, I've lost 3 inches in my chest. And I am a breast cancer
Wow.
survivor. I have no chest. All of that was taken from me. I have a bilateral mastectomy. And so to lose 3 inches in my chest, what I'm losing is this fat around here, you know, what I would assume. So
Yeah.
anyway, if you're taking a look at that, I mean, guys, that's a month, and that's only two weeks on this product. And I'm not going crazy doing a whole lot of crazy stuff. I'm not going to the gym. I don't even have a gym in this tiny little town. The gym is in my basement. So what I'm trying to do is be relatable to people that this can happen for you. And especially at someone 60 years old at my age, I should, you know, I'm going to be carrying that weight that's hard to get rid of. And I do. I mean, I've done 75 hard, but I still had the belly weight, and it was hard to lose in my hips. I believe that I activated my GLP-1 naturally when I went through 75 hard, honestly, because I don't have the food noise and stuff, but there are people out there who are frustrated because they've done everything. They've worked out, they've eaten well, they've done all the things, and they still cannot make the scale move or even lose the inches. So if you take a look at that picture right there that Marisa just had, sorry,
Let me go
Marisa,
back.
I want you to notice what people are going to notice first is my shorts, but I want you to notice muscle memory in my arms.
Yes,
Okay.
I see that.
There is definitely muscle memory come back. And I normally do 100 push-ups every day plus a workout. I just have not been able to do that.
Tammy and I are doing a 90-day tricep push-up challenge. Tammy's on the call right now, so we always check in with each other every day. Oh my God, I forgot today, so then we have to extend it. But we've been great.
So just so you know, that muscle memory will come back. I've been an athlete pretty much all my life, but I will tell you that chemo, and then I had breast implant illness, that took it out of me, and it changed a lot, but I've gotten
Wow.
myself back. And here's the key that you guys need to focus on right now. And I'm starting a 30-day blitz, which is a 30-day to launch blitz. And I'm doing it again very much the same way. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning last night figuring it out because I just got done with the 21-day challenge. It was exhausting. And I said, I'm not doing another one, but yes, I am. Because here's what I have done, okay? I have told everybody that it's important that they're not experiencing these products yet, guys. And here's what the products look like if you haven't seen. Here's the pills.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
There's the pills. And you take those without calories. First thing you wake up, no calories, just do it with water and then 30 minutes later you can add, and then 4 scoops of this powder.
I tasted that. It's good. I drank a half a glass. I had lunch with Tara and Angie and Lourdes and Maria, and they let me drink it. It's really good. It's like a light vanilla buttery kind of taste, isn't it? It's really light.
It's super good. But what we did is I came up with because I know that
tiny scoops, Danny, tiny scoops.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Like prebiotic almost.
There's 4 of them. And I mix it with my prebiotic and daily wellness. My gut health is great. So here's what the scoop looks like.
Yeah.
Tiny. Okay, you take 4 of those a day. You can take them all at once, or you can take them throughout the day. I take it all at once. I mix it again with daily wellness and prebiotic. And I didn't have explosive diarrhea or anything. I was worried about my digestive health, or my digestive tract not working as well, and it's on point still. So I haven't had any issues at all, but I do take good care of myself. What I was going to say is, so what I've told people is the reason that we are all having such great results. And I mean, we are having supersized results is what I say. Like if you're going to order the GLP-1, do you want the supersize or do you just want the regular? Regular means you're not activated. You're going to probably have a decent outcome. I think that's going to happen because it's proven in the clinical studies that the people who weren't activated had good results, and those results will be coming out. But it seems to me that we have the supersized version of the results. I would say 9.8 pounds and 9 inches in 2 weeks is pretty supersized. And it isn't me telling you that, because a story will tell, but it's the picture that sells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's why you need to understand that. But again, so our emphasis is on, yay, the great thing that's coming is GLP-1. That's awesome. but you need to know what we have now is creating what's happening when you put that GLP-1 in your body. So we cannot lose sight of what we have right now that could be in the hands of every single person if you directly share that passionate message to them. So what we did is we came up with, and are you on Sean and Michelle's team, Marisa?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you saw they came up with something similar. I have a good, better, best. And so good. This is good if you want to get activated, and you should get your body activated prior to the launch. If you're on this, that's a good thing. Okay. Better to me would be this, the gut health. And I've spent a week with Nancy Bryan, and I'm convinced that people with good gut health on these two products, and it's not too late to start today, are going to really have amplified effects. And I know that's why I am. Okay. Also, another good or better would be the collagen and the NRF2, because you guys, while this makes us all look lovely and beautiful, it has so many more benefits of gut health and all of that. And so huge, this combo too, but the best would be all of them. And so people my age and people, I mean, and like, if you're on this, I'm on Tri-Synergizer. I take every single product that LifeVantage has. I take that, I take it all. Okay. But here's the thing, you guys, people our age or my age are done raising kids and stuff, and they're looking to better their health, and investing that much is nothing to them when they know it's going to make them feel better. So you can't just put a product up on like a Facebook post or whatever. Take this and put all the details on it. You need to tie a story to it, why it matters to you. And because I'll tell you what happens when you do that, it draws people because they can relate to that. They cannot relate to a bottle that has description of because that's all they get every single day. You guys, they see it on TV, whatever, all those stupid commercials. That's what they're seeing, ingredients. The only best thing about this, as far as a commercial, is there are only good side effects to these, not bad. We don't have to list people gonna die and all that. So I'm not gonna get into that, but guys, it's that is what is so, it's that fear of missing out right now, a fear of not having that supersized deal when it finally does, because they can't have it yet. But when it does, I want the supersize. Tell me anybody who doesn't want that kind of outcome or experience. And here's the thing, we can't guarantee that anybody's going to have any kind of experience, but what they're going to find, if they're not even activated yet, or if they haven't been on the gut health stack, I have people already telling me, Sandy, I just started the prebiotic and probiotic. I've lost 2 pounds and I didn't change one thing. And their digestive health is great. So gut health is so important. You guys, you need to drive that home. And you know what people might find out? They're going to start losing weight and feeling way better before that launch even comes. And that's amazing, because then they're going to understand how important activation is overall, and what we already have is so important. And that might open some of your eyes if you're not on that. For me, there is zero doubt that I am so passionate, and I don't care what people think. I'm never going to shut up about it, because they'll never tell me, Sandy, why didn't you tell me? They'll never be able to say that. So we have this 30-day blitz coming, and for my 21-day challenge, I didn't require a purchase. I said only recommended, but for the 30-day blitz, they don't have to order anything either. But in order to be in my drawings, which is going to include a free GLP-1 system in my giveaways, they have to have at least a good, better, or best, and send me proof of that. And I got inundated with
Is this your own separate group, or is this the one that you're part of?
It's my own. And I love the big group. I think that's amazing, but you get lost in that. You lose your people. And so I don't. And I, you know, I have a lot of people, can I join your group, Sandy? I want to be coached by you. With all due respect, I love that, but no, because I need to take care of my people. And so, but that's what I'm doing. And so, you know, Marisa, I could probably share my screen, but I'd be really embarrassed because my desktop is horrible.
It's okay. Mine is not great either.
I came up with,
you know, you can use stacks. You can stack all your little things together, and it really looks good. Well, anyway, I just gave you share screen. That just shows you're very busy, honey.
Well, I'm telling you what, again, I don't worry about being judged. If y'all want to judge me, I'm just going to tell you, I have 14 new enrollments this month, and I've got 3 tracks, and I've got 240 points to the Alaska trip.
Congratulations,
You know,
Sandy.
and I say that because a lot of times people say, well, the top leaders don't do anything. They just expect us to do it. I beg to differ. I guarantee Marisa is doing that too. I'm trying to figure out where I need to be sharing here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, we
I'll
are.
ask me questions while I'm trying to figure this out. Okay.
No, and so your challenges, guys, if you want to put a challenge there together and create your own group, you can. We have the pose and there were a lot of people that got into Erica Dale's 12-week rapid weight loss right at the beginning because that's what was available. And so I just say whatever group you've got them in, keep those people in that group. Do not confuse them. And then, since we are in the pose group, I do recommend that if you're just now starting to add people, then I would just say it'd probably be easier to stay in the pose group for that. There's some wonderful value in there. There's great videos. And then this is what she's doing outside of the groups, you guys. But you got to do one or the other, but don't mix it up. If you want to be in both for education and inspiration, right? And you can always take little things here and there. But anyway, go ahead, Sandy. I love what you've offered for your 30-day blitz.
So anyway, this is 30 days leading up to, so that gives them, a few days if they haven't ordered, but I told them anytime's a great time to start. The 30-day blitz consists of 2 separate 15-minute minimum workouts daily, even if that's just a walk. You guys, here's what we are creating: a lifestyle. This shows them that I'm invested in them and I'm not just trying to sell a product to them. I'm concerned about their overall lifestyle. Eliminate or strictly limit processed food and sugar. They're going to feel amazing. Okay. If they can, and I said, or strictly limit, because not everybody's going to be able to do that. And they're not even going to understand that there's so much processed food out there. If they're not eating from God's garden, everything's pretty much processed. Water intake, half your weight in ounces daily. That's the hardest thing for people to do, but I got all of those people on my 21-day challenge finally got over that hump and are doing great, and their digestive health is great. Their skin is better. They don't have as much joint pain, all the things just by the water. Okay. No alcohol. I just say this, you guys, I'm not a big drinker. I mean, I just feel like I'm the same way with food. Anything unnecessary without adding nutritional value, I don't want it. And even now, so it's even more so. I'm not hungry at all. So when I do go to put food in my body, I make sure it's premium fuel, like I'm a Lamborghini. Okay. I'm not going to put crappy fuel in a Lamborghini, nor am I going to do that in my body. A weekly progress picture. I just want them to take weekly progress pictures and then read 10 pages from a self-improvement book daily. And that would be Atomic Habits is the best way to start. I just love that book. And that's great for your business and everything, guys. And then a good, better, or best life vantage stack. And that's it. They had to message me. And then I'm coming up with a flyer on how to do measurements and everything in their pictures. We're gonna do it all. And I came up with this idea last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. So
I love it. I always get confused on how to take measurements.
Well, I think that just is going to be up to you, because like for here, I've lost 9 inches, but they have us doing our sheet. Sorry, guys. Our sheet looks like this. Okay. And they said a current weight, waist, hips, chest, thighs, and arms. If you're not showing them a body and where to measure, everybody's measurements are going to be different, because some people do the waist at their belly button. Some people do the waist higher, hips. I mean, so I'm just going to say, whatever you do it consistently. I wish I would have done my neck, because I know I've lost a lot of weight in my neck, or lost inches in my neck, because my necklace is loose. My rings are just on my fingers, are just like this. And I've already had to go a notch on my watch. But here's the thing, you guys, since chemotherapy back in 2016, I finished in January of 2016, I've had sausage fingers, and I don't have those anymore. My fingers are thin and they feel good. And I have some arthritis in this one, but it's always been huge. That is one thing I've really noticed in the last few days, is just how that feels. And when I touch my elbows, they feel skinny. It's weird, but it feels good. I feel like I don't have that fluffy. So, yeah.
My goodness, Sandy, that's so great. Now you're putting people, yourself in your own personal Facebook group, and they're reaching, how many people do you have in there?
Well, I have a couple groups. So I have my product group where I don't ever talk about the business at all. I don't want people to feel weird. So
Right.
that's a group I've had forever. And I've got 2,000 people in that group, which is not very many, but there's going to be a lot more now.
Is it only you or is it your team?
It's me and my team.
Right. Okay. So we've got Vitality Living, you guys,
Okay,
which
yeah. So
people,
that would
thank
be
you for
yours.
those that have been adding value to that. I appreciate you.
And then I then got my coaching group separate from that. So that I wasn't inundating that group with challenge stuff when people weren't on that. So I felt like it was very important. I kept that separate. And then Kim Kobinski, Nancy and I have combined to do a GLP-1 only group where it's just focused on GLP-1. So,
Right.
you know, it's hard. You're
So
right.
wait, you've got
belong
that
to the
group in
groups.
addition to the rapid weight loss, and you're adding people in both of them?
I didn't really add people to the rapid weight loss because,
Okay.
you know, I really have to jive with the coaching and stuff. And I'm not a person to count. I think macros are great, but I don't think a donut is part of macros.
Yeah. So, you know, guys, this is the thing that I don't want people, confusion causes paralysis, and that's the last thing I want people to do. If you have, you know, whatever you're comfortable with, keep doing. All right. And just keep doing it. And really, it's about your connection with that person
True.
and continuing to reach out to them. Like I have added people in that 12-week fat loss, and now I'm going, it's gotten so big, you know, but what I'm doing is I have a handful of people in there. I have several people in there, and I'm connecting with them right now. So if I wanted to move them over, I would just ask them if they want to go in there. It's a smaller group and it's, you know, maybe, or you add them to your own personal. You know, these are ways for you to connect with people. There are ways for you to have conversation. There are another option to reach out to the people that are in your funnel. Okay. Does that make sense?
And I think it's really important that you mentioned that, you know, they did that rapid weight loss thing, and then people just started adding people without even telling them they were going to add them.
Don't ever do that.
They didn't ask people. And so, but here's what's happened. They put all these people in there and they haven't even talked to those people since. And so the people that I added to that group wanted to be in there, and I have kept in contact with them, and they have since really felt that the group that I had was better, even though I'm not a nutritionist, or they just feel it fits them better. They feel like it's more personal. And so that's, again, guys, we need to make people feel valued, not as them as a sale. We need to value their soul.
And Sandy, are you doing, when you're inviting them into your group, I know you're doing it in your story, but are you also doing a live on your personal Facebook or your Instagram? What are you doing to actually get people to go into your personal group?
I do a lot of social media posts. I live in a town of 400 people. I don't see people most days. So this is my avenue. And I'm not kidding. So I did put it in Creed Happenings, and I did get a couple of hits on that. But anyway, I invite that way, or if I see somebody, I don't scroll very often, I'll be honest with you, but if I see somebody, I'll reach out to them and say, hey, I know that you've been struggling and I'm on this product. I've got an educational group on a product that's coming out in October. I'd love to add you to it. But I tell them exactly why. That's a tender. You got to have a pretty good relationship with people to do that. Don't say, well, you sure look fat, so I want you to put this, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't think anybody would do that, but that might be how it feels to people. So you need to make sure that you're careful on how you say that. There's people out there struggling, you guys. All you have to do is tell your story or tell a story about somebody else who struggles and has struggled, and they'll be able to relate to that. It's the stories, and it's not made up stories, guys. We do not have to exaggerate one darn thing with this.
Right.
Sorry, I'll say one more thing and then I'll stop talking. I did an interview with Dondi Nettles last Tuesday. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, you guys.
Yeah, we have it. Yes.
Okay, he dumbed that down so well that I'm telling you, if people would just take the time to listen to that, they would never have another question.
Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful, Sandy. Thank you for that. Danny has a question. Danny Sada in Canada, because it's not there yet, but she's saying, do you tell people you sell it? Well, I think they know. I'm not sure I understand your question.
I
Bonnie.
don't like the word sell.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I love that they call us consultants because a consultant is an educator. And so I just put out the information, then I surrender the outcome. I don't ever, I hate the word sell. And I always say that when people want to become a consultant or thinking about it, well, I just don't know how to sell things. I said, oh my gosh, did you feel like I sold something to you? Well, no, you didn't, but it would be that way with me. I said, no, if you're passionate about this, you share the information. And then with that, they can do with what they want. It's up to them. They're adults. And if you pout because somebody doesn't purchase from you, you need to talk to more people. Come on. You know, this is not about you. It is about how many conversations you can have. And
She wants
trust
to know what you say. What do you say when they ask if you sell it? What do you say? I'd say, yeah, I'm a consultant. I mean, that's everybody's.
I've never had anybody ask me that, to be honest with you. How can I get it? They've said that. Well, here, I could show you how.
Hmm.
And then I share my link and I, I said, first I invite them to my group. I add them to my group. I tag them in posts that are pertinent to them. And then I message them after to see I call it ATM.
Yep.
Tagging.
Tag a message. Beautiful.
But if you don't have that, I mean, gosh, just do what comes naturally to a stranger might ask me if I sold it, but I don't talk to many strangers. Well, people become friends to me. I don't have many strangers in my life. I just ask a lot of questions. I just, I answer a question with a question for them. What is it that it made you ask me that? And then they'll share. And then, okay, well, how long has this been happening? Well, what would make you feel better? Do you feel like your gut health is good? Do you take a probiotic? It just more question after question. Pretty soon they're like, here's my money. Just tell me what to do. That happens to me all the time.
I love it. All right. Any more questions for that before we shift gears? Sandy, anything else you would like to add? This has been such value. Really great things.
I just can't emphasize enough how much easier, like a million times easier, the LifeVantage conversation just became. Because people were very reluctant to listen to you about cellular health, which is a sad thing. People want to lose weight. And so you take them, you get them in where they fit in, and you have that conversation with them, but the time is now and not wait. That's all I can tell you. Just do not sit on this, you guys, because if you're waiting until October, that's going to be okay. But if you want the supersize edition, you better get after it.
Well, I think
Till 3 a.m, but
no, what I was saying to someone else the other night, because they weren't quite understanding. I think a lot of people don't understand this that are, I'm here, it's pre-launch. Like, what am I supposed to do? Well, the thing is, think of the very beginning of LifeVantage, when they were just formulating this company, when they were getting ready to go into network marketing space, and they had the Mark Shinzatos and the Tyler Daniels and the Seth Mulders and all the new people in the beginning. They were super intentional, and they worked nonstop. But look at the life they have. They're presidential leaders, and they didn't wait until the launch date of the company. It's what they were doing prior to the actual official launch date, right? So that if that can help you understand why we need to be in action now, yes, it's going to be fine after October 11th, but you're going to miss that.
I hope I see you all in Kansas City, because that's where you need to be. You need to get your calendar and figure it out. I'm just telling you that. I will not miss being there. I want to be part of the best thing that's ever happened to this company. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, 80% of the people in the world, and I know for sure the US, are struggling with weight or want to lose weight in some way or another. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So Sandy, I appreciate you so much. Anybody else? Any questions? I'm going to wrap that section up. Okay.
All right. If you don't have anything else for me, I'm going to get busy on some work.
Yes, you do. Thank you so much for the value. And I would say, if you have not watched Dondi Nettles and Sandy McClure from last week or week and a half ago, please watch that. I put it out on the team pages last week. I know Michelle and Sean did the same thing. So, and Sandy, whose team are you on? I forget. Your upline.
You wouldn't even, you know, I don't have an upline help. So it just goes to show that it doesn't matter. Tyler Daniels is above me. Marcel Niederhauser, he didn't
You're
even
the
know.
leader. She took over. She's the
I
leader.
just did it. Yeah, so it can be done. So, and I'm not saying it's bad because I'm glad I'm doing it the way I'm doing it because it's working. So it's fine.
You're amazing. You're so inspiring and just adore you. And I cannot wait to see you next month.
All right, great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll get it, everyone.
All right, we're gonna shift gears. Thanks, Sandy, so much. Just the final thing I wanted just to say is our beautiful Rosa Perez. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in Team Inspired Change, and she's doing a little boot camp that starts next Monday, and she's giving 15% off for what she normally charges for the boot camp. I've really enjoyed working with her. It's basically introduction to Canva and basic design principles, if this speaks to you, creating visual assets for social media, designing flyers and postcards, creating presentation decks, video creation with Canva, and recap. And I'll post it in Team Inspired Change. It starts next Monday from 1 to 2 Eastern, just 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day for 5 days. It's normally $377, 15% off for Life Vantage, and only 10 people are allowed to be in that. Anything else, Rosa, you want to say about your beautiful?
Yes, the focus for that week, because I'm doing it specifically for the Life Vantage family, for the Life Vantage community, is we will be specifically focusing on getting more assets done for this launch. We will be, if you need, there's already a lot of information out there. And so we're going to be taking a lot of those assets and creating stories for you. You will be creating, I will be guiding you. I'll be your coach. I'll be your boot camp leader. And you'll be creating those things for your social media, for any event flyers. And we're going to be looking at gut health, what a GLP, what it does to really create the excitement and be part of the momentum for the launch so that you are ready. And if you have any questions on how to get ready, how to do the social media, how to put a post on social media, how to create your story, that's what the focus is going to be about. So it's specifically for the Life Vantage family. From 1 to 2, join me, join the group. You have to be sitting down in front of your computer with a Canva account, because we're going to be using Canva to create your designs. If you don't know how to use Canva, you can go to One Person Big Difference's website. They have a quick intro on what Canva is and how to get started. So we will be focusing specifically on creating materials, content that are relevant, weight loss, gut health, GLP for this launch to get you guys ready. Anybody that needs help. Thank you.
All right, guys. And so now, thank you, Rosa. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in about 15 minutes. But also, you guys, I would recommend going into your back office and seeing people that are in your organization, even if they're not active, and making connections with them, customers, consultants. It does start next Monday. Adrian, that's when it starts, a week from today. And it's 5 days for 1 hour. And that is Eastern time, what, Rosa?
Yes.
What time is it Eastern?
1 p.m. Eastern time.
That's 10 a.m. Pacific. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hop off because the call is 45 minutes and we are done. But that was very valuable, I think, for everybody. Having Sandy, getting the vision, things you can be doing. Don't sit on the couch, make a call, right? Do something today to boost your business, to grow yourself, and read. Atomic Habits is also a really great book. So move your body, nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, and reach out to somebody that you're thinking about and tell them, why you're thinking about them. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.